Behind me, the all-new Cadillac ELR, gas and electric powered. But is it just a gussied up Chevy Volt? Let's find out. I think they definitely hit the mark with the shape. It says all the right things about this Cadillac. It conveys luxury, class, and style, all trademarks of Cadillac. And visually, there's no sense of its thrifty nature. Of course, numbers and performance are very important in any car, but this one, just in pure style alone, will definitely win you over, even before you get behind the wheel. The interior styling is sure to win you over too. Everything looks very modern, lots of luxury built in. These are optional seats, 20-way adjustable, pretty incredible. You can adjust the thigh support, you can adjust the lumbar support, and you can even adjust the headrest too, so you'll definitely find a comfortable position. I really like the look of the entire interior. There's an armrest that doubles as storage, also has 2 USB inputs and a smarter iPhone hookup, plus pretty deep storage. Moving forward, you got a charger and a little storage there for change. You get 2 cup holders, standard looking transmission stalk, and power modes as well, more on that later, plus of course traction control off, which I don't recommend. The cup holders can automatically be covered up. That's a nice feature. And with the Q system, wave your hand and it recognizes that you'd like to use it, and it shows you all of the controls, which of course sync with your smart or iPhone too. Plus, you get OnStar, so you can keep connected in the event of emergency or in the event that you'd like to book a restaurant. Very convenient. It's a nice blend of carbon fiber and wood, all the way over to the steering wheel, which of course features a very nice large Cadillac emblem. You get controls for your Bluetooth phone, also smart cruise control. On this side, radio and volume, plus menu control, which you can see straight ahead on the gauge cluster. It also gives you your electric EV range, and of course fuel range too, plus a speedometer as well. To the left of the steering wheel you have controls for the parking sensors and also the dash lights. And on the door, a Bose speaker, some storage. You can pop the trunk or the gas also. Of course, power window and door locks too. 2 memory settings also. All in all, it's a very luxurious and technically modern interior as well. You get 2 cup holders back here plus 2 seats. Might be a little cramped for large adults, but certainly kids will love it. Pop the trunk, and you'll see there's plenty of room back here for storage. Underneath you have the charger, which does have a nice long cord too, thankfully. Powering the ELR is a 1.4-liter dual overhead cam 4-cylinder. It produces 84 horsepower at 4,800 RPMs. 0 to 60 takes 7.8 seconds in regular gas mode and 8.8 seconds in EV mode. Top speed, 106 miles per hour. Fuel economy is rated at 33 miles per gallon overall if you strictly use gas. Combined city and highway mileage is listed at 82 miles per gallon with electric usage. The EV range is 37 miles, while you can expect to travel at least 345 miles with both a full tank of premium gas and a fully charged battery. Pricing for the ELR starts out at $75,000. The $2,450 special brown with jet black leather seats with 20-way adjustable front seats, including 10-way power seat adjust, full-way power lumbar, and full-way manual adjustable head restraints, plus 2-way manual thigh support. $1,995 for full-speed range adaptive cruise control with auto collision preparation and intelligent brake assist. The $1,695 luxury package, which includes 20-inch ultra-bright machined aluminum midnight silver premium paint, headlamps, IntelliBeam, rear cross traffic alert, and side blind zone alert. With all that plus destination, you're out the dealer door at $82,135. Final assembly of the ELR takes place in Detroit, Michigan, USA, and 45% of the parts also come from the US or Canada. 19% of the parts are from Korea and 17% are from Japan. The ride over these bumps is much firmer than Cadillacs of old. But that's because Cadillacs had to change their personality. They used to be your grandfather's car with a soft, cushy ride, the American Rolls-Royce. And now, well, they've evolved with the times. They have the CTS-V and the ATS, both of which I've reviewed. You'll have to check those out. And now they have this, the ELR, an incredible gas-electric hybrid that's really the best of all worlds. They've moved into the modern age with style and sophistication. And I think Cadillac really is making America proud with their new lineup of cars. They've changed their image. It's not a grandfather's car anymore. Lots of young people drive these, and rightly so. They're hip, they're stylish, but yet they have the latest in technology and speed, or in this case, they have the latest of technology and economy. It's a paradigm shift for Cadillac, and it's really incredible the way they've reinvented themselves. Heading down the Mulholland Highway, quite scenic. This just might be the perfect car for this beautiful part of Southern California, headed towards Malibu. You got the mountains, you're approaching the sea, beautiful views all around. All the while, you're running on pure electric, eco-conscious, just like many Californians. When the power mode is on, you really notice the difference, but in EV mode here, I've noticed that the range has been around 8 miles for quite some time. When you look at the yellow right there, it tells you how many kilowatts you're using. You can actually charge up the battery a bit while coasting downhill. So it helps to save your electric power and keeps your range up. The harder you press the gas, the higher that number climbs. But then when you're back coasting down the hill, it goes into the negative range and you're actually charging. Nothing like some of these canyon roads in the Los Angeles area. Don't want to miss a turn here, that's for sure. Range is down to 3, but we're coasting downhill. So, that should be saving it even a bit more. So now we're on total power, which means using the engine and gas power, but we made it all the way from the mountains down to Malibu and the Pacific Coast Highway. Impressive. Just as impressive as this incredible view. If you're at all concerned about image in this Cadillac, well, don't be. It attracts gawkers, one of which was actually in a very late model Mercedes, a very nice Mercedes. So this thing makes heads turn in every which way. It's a standout car. It definitely conveys a cool image, and it conveys a Cadillac image. Luxury, class, success, and in this case, maybe though even some of the gawkers won't notice, it conveys a sense of eco-friendliness, and that's important in California and around the world. And speaking of California, it is of course a very eco-friendly state, and if you have a plug-in electric hybrid like this one, well, there's charging stations located throughout the area. Anywhere you go, you can basically find one on your GPS, and you can charge up while you're shopping. You can charge up while you're working. So really in California, and soon I'm sure the rest of the country, certainly the major hubs on the East Coast, you can go ahead and live your life and charge your car while you're living it, and then you'll never have to use gas. It's not only extremely convenient, it's also very economical too. This is great. You just stop at one of these electric vehicle charging points and plug it on in, and then go to the beach, enjoy yourself, and come back and you'll have even more electric range, saving you money and saving the world at the same time. And perhaps the best benefit of all is that you don't have to pay $10 in the parking garage when you're charging your car. You just pay 50 cents an hour to charge, and parking's free. So backing up and parking is easy. It's directional there. And then if you're close to an object, the seat's vibrating, and then you get a red arrow. So you know exactly when you're parked. Also, the side view mirrors tilt down so you can see the curb. Really nice. You also get front parking sensors too. Here's a little cool touch about this Cadillac. Watch this, when you flip the high beams, it honks the horn. Cool. Well, LA is all lit up at night, as you can see. And so is Cadillac. Checking out the night look, and it's excellent. Clear and very cool too. A little bit of mood lighting going on. That's pretty cool. So overall, it's an excellent night look. The navigation is particularly nice because it actually shows you your upcoming turn straight in front of you. Excellent. And fortunately you have these blind spot indicators to let you know when someone's in your blind spot. Great safety feature. You've really got to watch out for this in LA traffic. Motorcycles just pass straight through the middle, so be vigilant. The safety seat here in the ELR is really incredible. What it does is, if there's a problem on your right side, it vibrates this side of the seat, and so you can feel it in your senses, you know to look out for something. Also on the left side, or it'll vibrate the whole seat, and let's say there's a car stopped in front of you and you don't know it, well, the car will actually automatically stop you, which is great, but it'll also put up in the heads-up display a big red kind of dash, and so it really is watching over you in terms of safety at all times. And with the blind spot monitoring and the cross traffic, it's really, really a very safe car. Even if you're not aware, it keeps you aware of what's going on around you. The view out the back is really not bad. You get a bit of a blind spot in the corners, but not too much. However, even though there's always a lot of traffic in the greater Los Angeles area, they do have these carpool-only lanes, which you need to have 2 or more people, which I do, and that makes traveling a lot easier, because at any time of day, you can get in the carpool lane, and you're good to go. Well, this is a sign of the times. This entire bit of traffic here for the last 2 miles or so, and counting, is actually because they just did a border patrol stop up there. We're not too far from San Diego, which is not too far from Tijuana, Mexico. So if you think they're not enforcing the borders, well, it looks like they are today anyway, because traffic was entirely stopped up there. The whole freeway. Wow. A lot of people camping out. California, it's a lifestyle. People just travel around by RV and enjoy the sun and the surf. It's a lifestyle. You see some amazing cars in California. People just turn pickup trucks into campers, and they just use them. A lot of older cars too, ones that wouldn't survive on the East Coast you see here. Pretty amazing stuff. An interesting thing about the Cadillac here is that nowhere on the car does it say anything about its green prowess. You know, most cars have a blue logo on them to let you know that they are eco-friendly hybrids or plug-in electrics, what have you. But this one is totally incognito. So really, it is a very Hollywood car. You put some tint on these windows and you won't even be able to look in and see who's inside, and you'll still have the image that you're just in a really expensive, extremely fast car. Well, it is pretty expensive, and it's reasonably quick if you pit it against most cars, but it's certainly not fast, and it's certainly not exotic in terms of performance, except for energy efficiency. There's really not much to complain about when it comes to the Cadillac ELR here. I'd like for the handle on the left to be closed so that you can maybe put your smarter iPhone in it. There's not too many good places to keep your phone. Well, there is one place to store your phone, but it's kind of hard to get to, especially if you want to control the navigation and your climate control. And really, my only other complaint is pricing. It would be nice if it was priced a bit lower, but you know, you do get what you pay for, and the technology in this car is really incredible. Cadillac's really come up with a forward-thinking, energy-efficient car that can get you around town if you have a short commute, under 35 miles or so, in total electric power, and also in total luxury, in total comfort, and total style. And it's also pretty darn quick too, and it handles very well. Better than the Chevy Volt, and the technology and the luxury is a bit better than in the Chevy Volt too, even though it's based on that technology. Overall, it's just a more polished package than the Chevy Volt, and yeah, it's a lot more expensive, but it's worth it. Cars like the Tesla are awesome. They're energy efficient, but they don't give you the option of gas power. I love the technology in this one. It even recirculates the gas when you're not using it to keep it fresh. It's just so forward thinking. And I think anyone with the means to afford this car, who's concerned about our country, who's concerned about us going to war over oil, who's concerned about the environment, who's concerned about future generations, should drive a car exactly like this Cadillac ELR. It's awesome. But that being said, a lot of people buy cars just for looks. And hey, if you can have these looks and still the ability to go to and from work without using any gas, and also get where you want to go long distance if you need to with the gas. But this one really is an electric gas hybrid for Hollywood. It's an electric gas hybrid for anyone who wants to stand out a little bit. It's got panache, it's got style, it's got attitude. And if you look purely at the technical specifications of the ELR, it really is just a fancified version of the Chevy Volt. But really, to me, it's a lot more than that. This is a Cadillac, and they have 112 years of history making cars in the U.S. This is the modern version of what over-the-top fins and chrome were in the 50s. This Cadillac ELR has all the flair of any Cadillac from the past, plus world-class technology and luxury for the 21st century as well. The ELR may be a bit pricey, but it combines the Cadillac image with modern energy-saving technology in a truly unique and impressive way. It's the Cadillac of gas-electric hybrids. Plus the fact that charge stations are starting to pop up all around the country and certainly are already all over California, well, it's actually, in many ways, a very practical car too. I think it's the best of every and all worlds in terms of an automobile. I'm extremely impressed with this car, and I really think you will be too, and if you have the money, I don't see any reason why not. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz.